Hey guys, welcome back to Desperate Oak 48. This is my Abyss Actor deck profile. This was the second pendulum deck I ever built, so I really this deck holds a special place in my heart, and I also just love playing it. But here we go, starting off with 3 Abyss Actor Comic Relief. This one can switch control of your monster and an opponent's monster. It is it's a lot of fun. This one has if an opponent's monster prevents it from being destroyed, that doesn't prevent it from being taken control of by you. It's a lot of fun, and it's helped me kind of get out of some rather sticky situations, but tons of fun to play. Abyss Actor Curtain Raiser. This one is, if it's in your starting hand and you're going first, it's just a quick special summon without wasting your normal summon, and then you can get into Hyper Director. But otherwise, it's a level 4, which can help get into the rank 4s, and it's a scale 7, which isn't super bad in this deck. Pretty good card. 3 Abyss Actor Evil Heal. This is your level 8 monster. This is the one that you really want to get on the field so that then you can start going into higher plays. But also, when it's normal or special summoned, you can target a monster on your opponent's side of the field and it loses attack equal to 1,000 times the number of Abyss Actors you control. Until the end of this turn. And that is a that's not even a once per turn effect. So that's no hard, no soft, just when it does. And then when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can target one Abyss Script spell in your graveyard and set that card. Your Abyss Scripts are huge, and we'll get into that later. Someone just went downstairs. 3 Abyss Actor Extras. This is kind of your single card Hyper Director. This card is so awesome. You just place in your Pendulum Zone, and if you don't have anything else, you can just special summon. That's only if your opponent controls a monster. Never mind. So if you're going second, extras, get out Hyper Director, and then just kind of go into more plays. But it's a very, very useful card. 3 Abyss Actor Leading Lady. This one, this card, it's mainly to help get Abyss Scripts onto the field when it's destroyed by battle, or if in the main monster zones it's destroyed by an opponent's card effect or destroyed by battle. You just set an Abyss Script directly from the deck, and that's very useful because all the Abyss Scripts have an effect of when they're destroyed while face down, they pop off. They were kind of like Unchained before Unchained. 3 Abyss Actor Melomadonna. It's a scale 0, so this can get out any of your Abyss Actors. In the Pendulum Zone, you can pay 1,000 life points to add any Abyss Actor Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand, and then for the rest of the turn, you can only special summon monsters. You can only special summon Abyss Actor Pendulum monsters. So if you can extras Hyper Director, put this in your Pendulum Zone, pay 1,000 to either get the other side of your scale, or pay 1,000 to get another monster to special summon. You can really kind of pop off and go off from there, but it's a very useful card. 3 Sassy Rookies. This one, there's a little smudge on there. I'm sorry. This one can protect itself once per turn. The first time this card would be destroyed by battle or card effect, each turn it is not destroyed. And then if it is destroyed, if it is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Abyss Actor monster from your deck except for itself. And then if this card in the Pendulum Zone is destroyed, you can target one level 4 or lower monster your opponent controls and destroy it. So kind of protection, bringing out more stuff, and then destruction. So pretty good, kind of safeguarding yourself. Abyss Actor Superstar. This is a level 7. I need to put Harmonizing Gradiel in the deck. I have a copy, I don't know why it's not in the deck, but that's what you kind of use it for. It's also 2500 attack. And then when it is normal or special summoned, your opponent's spell and trap cards and effects cannot be activated. Once returned, you can set one Abyss Script spell directly from your deck, but it is sent to the graveyard during the end phase. So yeah, it's very helpful in getting out more Abyss Scripts so that they can then be destroyed. Super useful. 1 Abyss Actor Trendy Understudy. 9 times out of 10, this is just to be banished off of Allure of Darkness. However, if it's on the field and you have 2 or more Abyss Actor cards in your Pendulum zones, you contribute this to special summon a level 1 or 8 Abyss Actor Pendulum monster from your hand or face up from your extra deck. So it's kind of helpful in getting out. I just had Evil Heal, but most of the time you're just going to banish it off of Allure. 3 Abyss Actor Wild Hopes. This one can gain attack equal to 100 times the number of Abyss Actors you control, with different names. And then if it's destroyed by battle or card effect, you can add an Abyss Actor card from your deck to your hand, except itself. You can only use that effect once per turn. That's a hard once per turn. It's level 4. In the Pendulum scale, it can change the other monster in your other Pendulum zone to a scale 9, so that you can Pendulum summon out Evil Heal. It's a ridiculously useful card. It's a card that every time I use a deck sees play at some point. Okay, so this one is an OCG card. It has not yet been released in the TCG that I know of. However, I'm still playing it because I love it, and I know I'm might catch flack for that, but I don't particularly care. No offense. 3 Twinkle Little Star. It's a scale 9. In the Pendulum zone, it can target 1 Abyss Actor monster you control, and it can make up to 3 attacks on monsters. It can make up to 3 attacks on monsters, and only that monster can attack. There was a time where I was dueling somewhat a Salman Great player, and they had out Helio with Claw equipped to it, so it couldn't be destroyed by battle. I Pendulum summoned out 3 Evil Heals, used this, targeted Evil Heal. All 3 of them forced its attack to go to the Salman Great Helio to go to 0. And then I used this effect, targeted one of the Evil Heals, and attacked 3 times per game. It was a ridiculous play, but I want this to come to the TCG so badly because I just want legal copies of it. But this is what I have. This is what I'll play with. 1 Nibiru, the Primal Being. It's Nibiru, the Primal Being. You are going to use this if it's in your starting hand 9 times out of 10. It's a very wonderful card. Need I say more? 3 Abyss Playhouse Fantastic Theater. This card is ridiculous. You can reveal a Abyss Actor Pendulum monster and an Abyss Script spell in your hand to add another Abyss Script spell from your deck to your hand with a different name than the one you revealed. And then, this is the kicker. While you control a Pendulum summoned Abyss Actor Pendulum monster, any monster effect activated by your opponent becomes destroy 1 set spell or trap your opponent controls. You can only use each effect once per turn. So, the first time your opponent would use a card effect on either turn, so if they try to Ash Blossom on your turn, if they try to Ash Blossom on your turn, or if they try and Alistair the Invoker on their turn, immediately that effect becomes destroy a set Abyss Script spell, set 1 spell or trap your opponent controls, which then pops off the Abyss Script spell effects, which we will get into right now. Abyss Script, Abysstainment. The It's a continuous spell, and the regular effect is you contribute one Abyss Actor monster, then target one Abyss Script spell in your graveyard. Set it to your field. You can use this effect up to twice per turn. So, up to twice per turn, you contribute 2 Abyss Actors to set 2 Abyss Script spells. Pretty good. The real effect. If this set card in its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, and you have a face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster in your extra deck, you can special summon any number of Abyss Actor Pendulum monsters from your deck. So you have Abyss Playhouse. You have a Pendulum summoned trendy understudy. This is set. Your opponent normal summons Mathematician because they're playing Shaddoll. They go to send a card. Abyss Theater activates. They destroy Abyss Tainment. You flood your field with as many monsters as you can, or as many as you need. And then you go from 1 Pendulum summoned trendy understudy to 5 monsters on the field, and your opponent just got their play started negated. It's a bonkers combo. I understand why the deck isn't meta because it doesn't have a whole lot of recursion. I'm not going to go out here and say, oh my god, it's broken, but it's really good and I absolutely love this combo. 1. Abyss Script Fire Dragon's Lair. The regular effect, it is a normal spell card. Target 1 Abyss Actor monster you control. If it destroys your opponent's monster by battle this turn, your opponent banishes 3 monsters from their extra deck, and it's their choice. If this set card in its opponent's control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, and you have a face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster in your extra deck, you can look at your opponent's extra deck. Also, banish 1 monster from their extra deck. You can only use this effect once per turn. So again, Fantastic Theater. Use its effect if you get Ash Blossomed or whatever. Pop this, look at your opponent's extra deck, and just banish a monster. You know, if you're playing Orcust, it doesn't matter. 9 times out of 10, you know, like this card does have decks that it doesn't work against. But if you're playing like Salamangreat, if you're playing against Salamangreat, cool. Use this, banish 1 copy of any of their Link monsters, and all of a sudden they can't Reincarnation Link summon. It's ridiculous. Or, you know, if they're playing a super extra deck heavy deck, use its normal effect, target an evil heal, destroy a monster, and then all of a sudden they banish 3 monsters. They banish 3 monsters from their extra deck. Next is Abyss Script Opening Ceremony. This one's really nice. I think of all the ones, I've used this one's normal effect the most, which is gain 500 life points for each Abyss Actor monster you control. If this set card in its opponent's control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, and you have a face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster in your extra deck, you can draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. This one is really cool. If you have this and Abyss Tainment set, and your opponent Twin Twisters hits both of them, and you meet the requirements of a face-up Abyss Actor in your extra deck, you draw until you have 5 cards in your hand, and then special summon 5 monsters. That's a combo I've really wanted to, pull off, but I haven't yet, so I'm not salty about it. Anyways, it's a lot of fun. I love the card, and it's also gaining life points back, because life points are a resource. Abyss Script Rise of the Abyss King. So the normal spell effect is target face-up cards on the field up to the number of attack position Abyss Actor monsters with different names you control and destroy them. So, after a big Pendulum summon, drop this, destroy face-up cards on the field. So, spells and traps, field spells, anything. Super useful. I've maybe used that effect once, so I'm going to retract what I said. It was super useful. It's a good effect. It is a useful one. I don't use it often. Now the other effect is, this one has 2 effects. So the other effect is if you control a level 7 or higher Abyss Actor monster. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this card's activation. I completely forgot about that. So yeah, if you control a Superstar, a Mellow Madonna, a Evil Heal, your opponent cannot react to this. That's what makes it really good. I completely forgot about that. Sorry. The next effect is, if this set card in its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, and you have a face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster in your extra deck, you can add up to 2 Abyss Actor cards and or Abyss Script spells with different names from your deck to your hand. Yeah, this is just recurring, adding more resources to your hand. Very useful, very fun, great card. 2, Allure of Darkness. I normally run 3. One of my other ones is somewhere and I can't remember where it is, which is really bad to me, but you know, c'est la vie, that's life. It's a good card, more draw power, and all the monsters are dark. So if you have any monster in your hand in this, you just drop it, draw 2, banish. It's a really good card to be using. And then to replace the one missing Allure of Darkness, we have one Metaverse. When I revisit the deck to make it like not more competitive but more viable, I'm gonna do a terraforming and some other interesting stuff with it. So I'm super excited for that. But this just gets Playhouse onto the field or into your hand. It's a very useful card when you have a spell or a field spell in your deck that is very useful. Anyways, yeah, that is the main deck. Let's go ahead and hop on over to the extra deck. Okay, so Pendulum deck, you're going to be using your extra deck a lot, but whereas with Endymion, you normally do a lot of synchro summoning. With this, I end up doing a lot more Xyz summoning. As you can see, there's Abyss Dweller, so let's kind of hop on into things in reverse order. We have Saryuja, Skull Dread. You really can pop off with this deck and put out a lot of monsters, so being able to draw 4 and then, or really just draw 1, because you draw 4 and put 3 on the bottom of your deck, it's very useful. It's a very good card. So you know, also 2800 attack, and if it stays on the field and you're able to bring 3 back from the extra deck, they get 300 attack each, so it's a very good card to be using. Boral Sword Dragon. Yeah, have you seen any other deck profile? Except for the one that came out Wednesday. Yeah, this is just an OTK, especially if you have Evil Heal on the field. This is definitely something you don't bring out first turn, because 9 times out of 10, your first turn includes an effect that says you can only special summon Abyss Actor monsters. But you know, if you're able to keep the game going long enough, you are going to be able to drop Evil Heal, get out Boral Sword, and then just wreck shop on the field. It's an OTK. If you're going to make the deck and you want to keep it budget, take this card out, because honestly, you can OTK with just 3 Evil Heals. It's a useful card nonetheless. Borload Dragon. As I said in the Crusadia for Hire deck profile, which isn't doing well, which is really funny to me. I really kind of use Borload and Boral Sword together in almost every deck. But this card, it can take control of an opponent's monster. It can make an opponent's monster lose 500 attack and defense. It's just 3,000 attack. Like it's a really good card, and I believe it's also become pretty cheap. I know when I first started trying to get Borloads, they weren't, but now they're pretty doable. Next is, I think it's a pretty interesting one, Zephyr Metaltron. I find that with Abyss Actor more than any other Pendulum deck I run, I special summon for the extra deck a lot more often than anything else, so this one is one I get out a lot more often. These ones are in yellow sleeves because, as I explained in one of the deck profiles I did, these are actually in my Endymion deck, but when I inevitably make changes to that, I'm taking this out and putting it officially in Abyss Actor, but I digress. This takes 2+ monsters special summon from the extra deck. If a monster this card points to that was special summoned from the extra deck is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect. Add one monster from your graveyard or one face-up pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. You can target one monster on each player's field that was special summoned from the extra deck, except this card. Banish both until the end phase. You can only use each effect once per turn. That effect plus 2,500 attack, it's pretty good. Especially since you are really pendulum summoning a lot from the extra deck. If you're able to get this out and then pendulum summon out 3 evil heals, you don't even need to worry about the rest of the game. But it's a very useful card. I find it has much more use in Abyss Actor than any other pendulum deck I've used, but it's a good card. I really enjoy it. 1, Wee Witch's Apprentice. Because all of your monsters are dark, they get the attack boost. It's an easy link summon for you to go into, and it gives you more zones to pendulum summon from the extra deck. Good card. The attack boost is always nice, and it can also let you link climb into higher monsters. Next is 1, Abyss Actor Hyper Director. I plan on bumping this up to 3, just because I kind of like where my extra deck is at right now. So if I add any more, there'll be Hyper Directors, but Curtain Raiser and extras are kind of like one single cards Hyper Directors, which then really start into your plays. But this requires 1 Abyss Actor Pendulum monster, and its effect is you can target 1 card in your pendulum zone, special summon it, then place 1 Abyss Actor Pendulum monster with a different name from your deck or face-up extra deck to your pendulum zone. Also, you cannot normal or special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except Abyss Actor monsters. You can only use this effect once per turn. It's 800 attack, so it's not the greatest to keep on the field, but it is kind of not really. It's kind of like a Abyss Actor Electromite, but because it's 1 archetype specific and 2 a bit weaker, I can't see this being banned anytime soon. But it's a really good card. I'm so glad Abyss Actors finally got their own Link monster, and I can't wait to get more. Hopefully next time we open Dual Overload for Built From Nothing, we pull another or 2, but we're really looking for Gilgamesh in that. Anyways, onto the Xyz monsters. We have Galaxy Eyes Cypher Blade Dragon. So this one you can get it out by using a rank 8 Galaxy Eyes Xyz monster you control and transfer its materials to this card. And it itself cannot be used as Xyz material. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card, then target 1 card on the field and destroy it. If this Xyz summon card you control is destroyed by battle with an opponent's attacking monster or destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon in your graveyard and special summon it. It's a good card. It's destruction and 3,200 attack. It's big body on the field, being able to bring out a Cypher Dragon. All in all, it's a good card. However, if I'm going into it because I either know I'm going to lose and want to lose spectacularly, or know I'm going to win and I want to win spectacularly. It's not one where if the game is super close, oh, I need to go into this, but it's a fun card, it's a pretty card, and it's got a lot of attack. Number 97, Draglubian. This is really to kind of get out another number dragon monster in the extra deck, which I'm sure you can all guess what it is. I need a 3rd number dragon monster in the extra deck. I completely forgot about that when I got this card, which was not the smartest of me, but we've burned that bridge now that we've gotten to it. But really, it's just, if I get out 2 evil heals, I go into this, and then in theory, use its effect to get out the next Xyz monster. But when I revisit, rebuild, and recreate the deck, I'm gonna be back with it, and we'll kind of take a closer look at all that. But super useful. because I really haven't ever used it, I'm not going to read off its effects here. So just another way that if you want to budget the deck, you can just take this out, because if you have the resources on the field, you can also just go into the next Xyz monster. But all the budgeting options will be in the comments, in the description of the video. But next one, which I have been talking about, number 38, Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. Holy shit. First off, this thing's name. What the hell? Second off, yikes. 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense, 2 level 8 monsters, and its effect reads. I can't speak, I really can't. I'm also gonna show the camera a bit because it's so pretty. But its effect reads. There it is. Okay. Anyways, for the third time, its effect reads: once per turn, when a spell card or effect is activated on the field, quick effect, you can negate the activation, and if you do, attach that card to this card's material. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can detach one material from this card, change the attack target to this card, and perform damage calculation. If a face-up Xyz monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target one face-up Xyz monster you control. It gains attack equal to one of those destroyed monsters' original attack. So yeah, if you are, able to pull off the Draglubian and Hope Harbinger combo, and your opponent gets out a monster with more than 3,200 attack, swing Draglubian into it, use Hope Harbinger's effect, target itself, gain 3,000 attack, and swing over your opponent's monster. If your opponent's monster has more than 6,000 attack at that point, I would just scoop. Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon. It requires 3 level 8 monsters. It's 4,000 attack, 3,500 defense. And its effect is, you can also Xyz summon this card by using a Galaxy Eyes Xyz monster you control as material, except for Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon. Transfer its materials to this card. Once returned, you can target up to 2 equipped cards equipped to this card, attach them to this card as material. Once returned, you can detach one material from this card, then target one face-up card your opponent controls and destroy it. So if you can get up 3 Evil Heal, go into this, detach material to destroy a monster, then go into Cypher Blade Dragon, detach another material, destroy a monster. It's just a ridiculous card. And once I get the Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon, hopefully I'll be able to go like absolute full combo there and go into that, then this, and then Cypher Blade Dragon. But it's a very useful card. 4,000 attack is nothing to laugh at. Next is Tornado Dragon. This is just spell and trap removal. This does not trigger your Abyss Script spells because it's your own card destroying them, but still, it's back row removal for your opponent, and it's level 4, and you have quite a few level 4s in the deck. It's a really good card. Next is Abyss Dweller. This one is just kind of quick effect to negate graveyard effects. Same thing as Tornado Dragon. It's level 4. You have a lot of level 4s. It's just a good card to go into and to have and to use. That is the extra deck. And that is the Abyss Actor deck profile. I literally just realized that after I focused on Hope Harbinger, it was kind of blurry for the rest of the video. I'm so sorry about that. I really love this deck, and I genuinely plan on revisiting it later once I've improved it. And once they allow Twinkle Little Star in the TCG. Let me know what you all think. I really do love this deck a lot, and it's just a lot of fun to play. So let me know what you think in the comments. Drop a like, subscribe if you enjoyed the content and want to see more, and I will see you all next time.